It's early, the house is still, and before the noise begins, before the phone lights up, before the day starts pulling at you, you stop, you breathe, you pray, not because you have it together, but because you know you don't. These aren't polished prayers. They're not the kind you rehearsed or performed. They rise up from a chest that's been carrying things it was never meant to carry alone. And today, finally, you lay them down. 5 prayers, 1 morning. This is where Lent gets real. Let's begin. The first prayer is the hardest one because it asks you to let go before the day has even started, before you know how it will go, before you know if it will go the way you hoped. Lord, I give you today, not my plan, not my timeline, not my control, yours. Surrender isn't weakness, it's trusting someone who sees the full road when you can only see the next step. Take my anxiety, take my agenda. I choose to follow you, even when I don't understand where you're leading. Say it now, even if it's just a whisper, even if you don't fully mean it yet. God, I surrender today to you. Say it again tomorrow and the day after. That's what Lent is for. Lent has always been a season of honesty about who we are, about what we've done, about the gap between who we want to be and who we actually showed up as this week. Not to shame us, but to free us. God, I haven't loved well this week. I've been impatient, selfish. I've let bitterness sit longer than it should. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know, but I need to say it out loud, because something breaks open when we stop pretending. The miracle of confession, you don't walk out the same way you walked in. He is faithful. He is just. He forgives completely. No record kept, no grudge held. That is grace. The third prayer takes your eyes off yourself, which is one of the most countercultural things you can do in a world that tells you to focus on number 1. You pray for someone else, someone specific, someone who's carrying something heavy right now. Think of one person right now, a friend who's far from God, a family member in a hard season, a coworker who hasn't smiled in weeks. God, I bring them to you. I can't fix them, I can't reach them, but you can, so I'm asking you to. Intercession is love in its most selfless form. It says, your pain matters enough to me that I will bring it before the God of the universe. Do that for someone today. They may never know, but God will. Gratitude during Lent almost feels wrong, doesn't it? We're fasting, reflecting, sitting with heavy things. And yet, right in the middle of all of it, the fourth prayer is still, thank you, because even in the desert, God provides. Thank you for waking me up, for breath in my lungs, for the people who stayed when they could have walked away, for the doors you closed when I was begging you to open them. You knew what I didn't. You protected me from what I couldn't see. Gratitude doesn't mean pretending everything is okay. It means training your eyes to find God even inside the hard things. In Lent, that isn't naive. That is the deepest kind of faith.
The fifth prayer is the one you pray when you can barely hold on, when Lent feels too long, when Easter feels too far, when the dry season has gone on longer than you thought you could bear, and still you pray hope. God, I don't know what's on the other side of this season. I don't know if things will look the way I hoped, but I know you are good, and I know you did not leave Jesus in that grave. So I trust, with everything I have, that you won't leave me here either. Hope is not wishful thinking. It is confident expectation that what God started, He will finish in your life, in your story, in this very season you're walking through right now. Hold on. Here's what nobody tells you. Some mornings you won't want to pray. You'll feel dry, distant, like the words aren't reaching anywhere. Show up anyway, because sometimes the act of showing up is the prayer itself. The disciples fell asleep in the garden when Jesus needed them most. Peter denied him 3 times before breakfast, and still, Jesus came back for them. He didn't give up on them. He won't give up on you either. He comes back every single morning. The weight of mourning is real, but so is the grace that meets you right in the middle of it. These 5 prayers aren't a formula. They're an open door to be known, to be held, and to keep going. Prayer doesn't always change your circumstances, but it always changes you. Something shifts when you open your hands instead of clenching your fists. Something softens when you let God into the places you've been guarding on your own. Lent is 40 days of practicing this, not perfecting it, just practicing. And every single day you come back to these prayers, you are becoming someone who trusts God a little more than you did yesterday. That is real transformation. Slow, quiet, permanent. Lent was never meant to make you more religious. It was always meant to make you more real before a God who already sees every part of you and loves what he sees. 5 days into 40, and if you made it this far, you are doing something harder than you realize. You are showing up for your own soul. In a world full of noise and distraction, you chose to sit down, be still, and pray. That matters more than you know. The Lord is near to all who call on him, to all who call on him in truth. He is near, right now, in this room, before the coffee is done, before you feel ready. He is already here, and he is already listening. Day 6 is tomorrow. Come back, bring your whole self, the tired parts, the doubting parts, and the part of you that is slowly, quietly beginning to hope again. I'll be here, and so will he.